You're drowning in browser tabs right now. Your data is being tracked every single time you click. And while you're losing hours to digital chaos, Norton just launched something that completely changes how browsers work. It's called Neo. It went live worldwide on December 2nd. And it might be the smartest thing to happen to web browsing in years. Hey, I'm Ava, and I help people learn and implement AI tools that actually make a difference. Today, we're breaking down Norton Neo because this browser just became available to everyone globally with no wait list, and it solves real problems that slow you down every single day. Let me start with what makes Neo different. This isn't a regular browser with AI slapped on as an afterthought. Norton built this from scratch with AI at the core. And before you think this is just another security company trying something random, Norton blocked over 140,000 AI-generated scam sites just this year. They know what they're doing when it comes to keeping you safe online. The biggest feature is something Norton calls the magic box. Think of it as your command center for everything. Instead of having a traditional address bar where you type URLs, Neo gives you one unified space where you can search, chat with AI, generate content, and take actions, all from the same place. Here's how it actually works. You type a question, and Neo figures out whether you need a regular web search or an AI answer. If you ask how to do something, it knows to use the AI chat. If you type a website name, it knows to take you there. The browser is smart enough to understand what you're trying to do without you having to specify. This saves real time. No more opening ChatGPT in one tab, Google in another tab, and then switching back and forth trying to piece together information. Everything happens in one flow. The magic box handles it all. Now let's talk about tab chaos, because this is where Neo really shines. Most of us have 20, 30, maybe 50 tabs open at any given time. Your browser gets slow, you lose track of what's where, you waste mental energy just trying to navigate your own tabs. Neo has smart tab management that automatically groups your tabs by topic. Working on a project, those tabs get grouped together. Planning a trip, those tabs go in another group. Shopping for something, another group. The browser does this automatically using AI, so you don't have to manually organize anything. Norton says this eliminates tab overload, and I've seen how other browsers handle this. When tabs group intelligently, you actually can find things again. Your browser becomes organized without you having to think about organization. Here's a feature that caught my attention immediately. Peek and summary. You know how you search for something and get a list of results? Before you click any link, you can hover over it, and Neo shows you a preview of what's on that page. Even better, it gives you an AI-generated summary of the key points. This means you can screen results before you actually open them. You're not wasting time clicking into articles that don't have what you need. You're not opening 10 tabs hoping one of them has the answer. You peek, you read the summary, you decide if it's worth clicking. Simple but powerful. The browser also has a typing assistant built in. You're writing an email, a post, a reply, whatever. The assistant helps you right there on the page. Grammar suggestions, writing improvements. You don't need to copy your text into another tool. Get help, then copy it back. The help appears where you're actually working. And I need to talk about the AI side panel because this changes the workflow. You're browsing a web page and you need AI help with something on that page. The side panel opens up and understands the context of what you're looking at. You can ask it questions about the page content, get summaries, extract information. The AI sees what you're seeing and helps based on that specific context. When I first started working with tools like this, I struggled to figure out which features actually save time versus which ones were just flashy demos. That's when I found this community called AI Profit Boardroom. 1,800 members all focused on learning AI together and sharing what actually works. It taught me which workflows save time versus which ones waste it. The community shares real use cases and practical implementations. If you're serious about using AI to improve your work and skills, check it out. Link in description. Back to Neo. Privacy and security are built into the foundation here. Norton designed this so your data stays local on your device unless you explicitly allow it to go elsewhere. Your browsing history, your chats with the AI, your personal information, it all stays on your computer. The browser has something called configurable memory. Neo can remember your preferences, your frequent sites, details about your projects, but you control what it remembers. You can see everything it has stored, you can edit it, you can delete it, you can turn memory off completely if you want. It's transparent and you're in control. Norton Web Shield is the security layer protecting you in real time. It blocks malicious websites before you even click on them. It detects phishing attempts. It stops you from landing on dangerous pages. This is Norton's core expertise applied directly to your browsing. And the browser has built-in ad blocking, not as an extension you install, not as a premium upgrade you pay for. Built in from day one. This blocks ads, blocks trackers, speeds up page loading, and reduces the amount of data collection happening while you browse. According to Norton, Neo blocks an average of half a malicious page per user per day. That might not sound like much, but that's one dangerous site that you didn't land on. One phishing attempt that got stopped. One piece of malware that got blocked. Day after day, that protection adds up. The browser runs on Chromium, which is the same foundation that Chrome and Edge use. This means Neo feels familiar if you've used those browsers. More importantly, it supports most Chrome extensions. You can bring your password manager, your productivity tools, your favorite extensions right into Neo. You're not starting from zero. You can also import your bookmarks, your passwords, your history from other browsers. The setup process is straightforward. Download Neo, import your stuff, and you're running. You don't have to rebuild your entire browsing setup just to try something new. Neo is free to download and use. Norton says the core experience will always remain free. They might add premium features later, but the main functionality is available to everyone right now. No subscription, no paywall. You download it and use it. The browser is currently available for Windows and Mac. Mobile versions for iOS and Android are coming, but they're not out yet. So right now, this is desktop focused. If you do most of your work on your phone, you'll need to wait for the mobile release. Let me give you some specific use cases where Neo makes sense. If you're doing research for anything, the peek and summary feature speeds up how fast you can evaluate sources. You're not clicking blindly. You're screening information before you commit time to reading it. If you're someone who works with AI tools regularly, having the AI side panel means you don't have to keep switching between your browser and ChatGPT or Claude. The AI assistance is right there, understanding the context of what you're working on. If you care about privacy and don't want your browsing data harvested, Neo gives you transparency and control over what gets remembered and what gets shared. You're not trusting some company to handle your data properly. You're literally controlling it yourself. The zero prompt approach means Neo tries to help you before you ask. Instead of you having to think about what to prompt the AI with, Neo anticipates what you might need based on what you're doing. It suggests reminders. It groups tabs. It surfaces relevant information. The browser becomes proactive instead of reactive. This is different from agentic AI browsers you might have heard about. Neo doesn't try to take actions on the web for you. It doesn't place orders or fill out forms automatically. Norton deliberately chose not to go that route because agentic AI introduces security risks. When a browser can act on your behalf, bad actors can exploit that. Norton focused on assistance and intelligence without the security vulnerabilities that come with full automation. The interface is clean and minimal. When you open a new tab, you see the magic box ready to help. No clutter, no distracting elements, just a focused space to start working. The design philosophy seems to be get out of your way and let you do what you need to do. Performance is solid. Pages load fast. The browser doesn't bog down when you have multiple tabs open. Memory usage is reasonable. These are table stakes for any browser, but Neo handles them well while adding the AI features on top. If you're looking to dive deeper into AI tools and actually implement them in your work, I recommend AI Profit Boardroom. Over 1,800 people learning how to use AI effectively. Everyone shares real experiences. What's working, what's not. Which tools are worth your time. Which ones to skip. No hype. Just solid information and practical guidance from people doing the work. It's helped me stay on top of updates and figure out how to actually apply them. Link in description if you want to check it out. That's Norton Neo, the AI native browser built with security and privacy at its core. Available worldwide as of December 2nd. Check it out at neobrowser.ai and see if it changes how you work online. Let me know what you think in the comments. See you in the next one.